petrol is kept in the tank for too long, the petrol, as you know, it vaporizes. Okay, so if it vaporizes too much, then there is a chance of a gaseous pressure that can build inside your tank. Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I know it's been long, but today I have something very special for you. You must be knowing that I have a Royal Enfield Meteor 350. So what happened is recently I moved to the US to work on a project, on a work assignment, and I had to store my bike for a long term. And so all of these questions came, what will I do of my bike? Because if I keep the bike outside for a long period of time, the battery will drain out and probably there will be rust which will catch on the chains and stuff. So the important question that I had to ask myself is, what will I do of the bike now? How will I store it? So I did go to a Royal Enfield service center to recently service my bike. So I did ask him this question, that in case I have to keep this bike for a long term safely, what do I need to do? What are the steps that I need to follow? So let's get started. The first step that you have to do is make sure that the chain is properly clean. Okay, so majority of the time there is rust that will automatically kick in because of the moist atmosphere around you. So in order to maintain the chain, you need to make sure the chain is properly clean before you keep the bike for storage. So here I'm going to use the Motul chain cleaner. You can use any chain cleaner that you have, not necessarily this brand. What you need to do is make sure that you completely put that chain cleaner on the entire portion of your bike chain, and in case your bike chain is very dirty, in that case you can use a brush as well to ensure that all the dirt is properly cleaned out. So after a period of 5 minutes, once the chain cleaner has completely worked its magic and it's dry, next what you have to do is you have to apply chain lube. Okay, so this lubricant will ensure that your chain doesn't catch any rust while the period that it is under storage. So here I'm using Motul chain lube. You can use any lube that you want. Make sure that while you spray the lube on the chain, make sure that it covers the entire portion of the chain and make sure it's completely wet. This is to ensure that there is no chance that any moisture will get to your chain for the maximum time period as possible. The third step that you have to do after you put the lube is to ensure that you disengage the battery. Now this is very important, very critical. What will happen is, if you do not disengage the battery, automatically over a period of time your battery will drain out, and then you'll find it very difficult to start the bike again when you come back. So the next step is to kind of open the right panel so that I can disengage the battery. Just do that. Okay, let me just open it. So we can either disengage the negative terminal, which is this one, or the positive terminal, which is this one. I managed to kind of remove it out, and now I'll disengage it. Now you can see I have removed the positive terminal. Okay, so I have disengaged the battery and now it's good to go. So we'll just fix it, making sure that this doesn't touch this again, otherwise the connection will be restored. So now time for the moment of truth. I've put it back. Let's test by trying to switch on the bike. And there we have, okay, no battery at all. So it's perfect. So there is one more thing that you can do. What the service engineer had told me was, you have to completely remove the petrol from the tank. Okay, so I read about it online. So what happens is, when the petrol is kept in the tank for too long, the petrol, as you know, it vaporizes. Okay, so if it vaporizes too much, then there is a chance of a gaseous pressure that can build inside your tank. Okay, so for safety, they recommend that you completely remove the petrol from your bike. So the next step after you disengage the battery is you properly cover the bike. Now this will give you two types of protection. One is, it will protect you from moisture. If it is raining somewhere and you properly put your cover on the motorcycle, then there will be no moisture that will seep in into the cover. So ensure the cover is very good. Second thing is, if there's any stray animals around, they will not get a chance to sit on your bike seat or any other part of the bike. So I hope you found this video very informative. In case you do have any questions regarding storing your bike for a long term, other than the ones that I have covered in this video, please do comment in the comment section below and let me know what you need help with, and I'll try my best to answer your questions. Thank you for watching this video, and I wish you a very good day.